I'd like to connect these two words, like the social selling, content creation part and the sales part. How important is it? What are your top priorities? Yeah. And do you think like in the future that this is even more important to build up your personal brand as a seller, or is it the hype? What are your takes here on that?
Okay, so I think what we have to think about is in a marketplace where there are now so many, like, if we're talking about software as a service businesses or business to business services in general, there are so many tech SDRs, there are so many BDRs, there are so many account executives. How are you going to stand out from the crowd? Why should a prospect answer your message over somebody else's? And I think it's something, if you want to become a thought leader in like your industry, having a personal brand is literally like almost one of the highest leverage activities you could get. So let's take this for example. Now on my LinkedIn currently, after posting consistently for 2 months, impressions meaning eyeballs, I have had 300,000 people look at my posts. Let's look at that in the process of eyeballs on the page for the offer that you are selling on your business. Now, are you telling me that out of those, if this was another person, say they had 300k or 500k, they built a personal brand on LinkedIn, they've got their offering there from the business that they're selling, are you telling me that any of these people that are looking at these pages aren't maybe going to come through as an inbound? And then you've just got this automated source of leads, but also it might not be a yes for now, but it's always in the silent lurkers of your like people commenting on your posts, or people who see your posts who might be at that stage where they might be about to be coming into the like the buying process. And if you're not doing that, then you're literally leaving like so much money off the table. And it's free. It's literally free to post on LinkedIn. It just requires consistency, effort, but also the ability to be able to recognize what your audience cares about, like the sort of people that you're selling to. And in so doing, like understanding the people you're selling to and understanding their pain points and writing content about them, it will be a virtuous cycle. You will then understand your prospect better, which will make it easier for you to sell to them. So what advice would I give to somebody who's basically in sales but looking to develop like a successful personal brand fast, as fast as could be, from the mistakes that I have made? And that is, whoever you're selling to, and this is just, I feel like is so key for sales in general, is to stand in somebody else's shoes. Know what their pain points are. Like, know what keeps them up at night. Build a persona for what that ideal customer profile looks like. And then write your sales post for that one person. In each post should be about that one person. You could have multiple profiles, but it will be different posts for each profile. And people that will fit that persona will feel, this person, this guy understands me. They can see the world through my eyes. They are showing me how they can fix my problems. You could also attach stuff like case studies as well, your own social proof of wins that you are getting. Position yourself as an expert salesperson in your industry. Pick some content pillars. So for mine would be personal branding, content marketing, and probably like business, meaning like sales and marketing. But for a salesperson, you could say something like, it could be something like SaaS, or maybe still personal branding, but also like outbound prospecting. And then you can just basically write all of your content around these 3 pillars. And you only need 3 pillars, because anymore, and I think you're getting too like diverse. Then when you have these, I think it's a really important thing to do is, there's a great quote here by a guy called Tony Robbins. It is called "Success Leaves Clues." And for me personally, this realization with social media was, when we look at posts that do really well on LinkedIn or other like Twitter social media platforms, the great posts have a structure to them. They're leaving clues. So if somebody uses a tool such as like Tweamex, they can look at what are the top ranking tweets in their niche. So this could be a salesperson. They can look at who are the top ranking sales leaders. We can take the way that these posts are structured and turn them into templates where we can save them to something like, they could be the notes on your phone, they could be notes on Notion. So when you come to write a post, you know who you're trying to write for, you've got your guest persona, you've got your content pillars, so you know that you're not going to run out of ideas to post about. You'll be like, all right, I'm going to write a post on outbound prospecting for this one person. And then the next step you've got your template just to jump in, and you can write the content easily and effortlessly. And then, but the one low key leverage hack I would say for building a personal brand is to make it as easy as possible for yourself, is to just have systems in place like the templates, which are going to make content creation easy for you, but also leverage technology like the schedulers like Buffer. I use Hype Theory because it's got auto plug features, which is so handy. Like I can map out my content for the entire week, which is going to post for me at a certain time each day. So I can go about my daily duties at work and know that it's going to get post on time at peak time when I want. But also it's got an auto plug feature. So imagine you're a salesperson. You can share your sales book me limp as an auto feature along your top performing posts. It's like having a VA. So using using this stack, you will build leverage on social media, on LinkedIn fast, and your bank account will thank you, essentially.
Nice. Yeah. And obviously, as you mentioned, Tony Robbins, recognizing patterns is obviously something very important, not only on the social branding, but also in sales. So very, very important.